Hello, and I mean it's morning here, so good morning. I'm probably not gonna upload this in the morning, but anyway, yeah, it was time to film another vlog, and fingers crossed I'm gonna film this whole thing today. Hello and welcome back. Hey. I'm gonna get this done. So yeah, welcome back. Just getting, ooh, it's quite blue in here. Got myself a coffee and I'm ready to talk to y'all because it has been a while, and believe me, I've tried so many times. I started recording a video, I started recording vlogs, and I'm going to show you a few snippets in this video, but I'm just not good at filming vlogs, so I'm gonna sit down now with you and give you an update of what has happened over the last, I think the last video was like 5 months ago, or I don't know. So yes. Alright guys, where do I start? Make myself a coffee. Maybe you want to get a coffee or hot drink as well, because I have some notes and I'm going to catch up on life with you. So first of all, the reason why I'm like sitting down here now and get it done, like not getting it done because I love creating content, but like being like, yes, I'm gonna film this YouTube video now and give you an update about my life, is because I received this comment here and I was like, I have to show up. I have to make a YouTube video. So as I said, I tried to film vlogs, and because I work for myself and I can like basically do it like all the time, it just doesn't work for me because life gets busy, and yeah, that's my excuse. But anyway, let's catch up on life. What has happened? So as you may know, I work for myself. I just said that, but yeah, it's been working really well, but things actually changed start of the year because I realized that I had to change something. So I'm a social media coach and manager, Gel as social media. If you need any help with Instagram or social media, I'm your girl. Reach out to me and I'm happy to help you. Like, check out my Instagram. I'm gonna take it down below, like my Gel as social media Instagram page. But yeah, so I am working for myself, which is amazing because I can work whenever I want from wherever I want, which made it possible to spend as much time as possible with my parents. They came and visit me in December, January for 6 weeks, and I haven't seen them in 3.5 years. So some of you guys might have been following me for like quite a while now and have watched my videos when I started recording my videos in English. Might do a little throwback in here to 2019 or 2020. I hope the light will be good because I don't have my studio lights yet. Deep question: if you had the world's attention, what would you say? Be kind, because I think kindness is the most important thing in life. Yeah, welcome back to a new video. This is my vlog. One day in New Zealand, my daily or a normal day in New Zealand. I moved to New Zealand 5 months ago, and some of you requested or asked if I could do a day in my life video, and here we go. So yeah, in my car I was actually doing the video outside because I just went for a walk and this topic just came into my head and I want to talk about it, but it's so windy outside, so now I'm gonna make a video in my car. And I just feel like I've grown so much. I mean, I think that happens when you move to the other side of the world, or to a different country, or in general if you move to a different city as well. Like, you grow so much and you learn so much about yourself, and you, yeah, in like 3 years a lot can happen, and even in 1 year a lot can happen. If I look back 1 year ago, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, so my parents were here, and honestly, I still get like goosebumps when I think about it, because it's been like so long since the last time I saw them, and we all like changed, or not really changed because we're still really close, but working through, or like going through like what we've been through, just made us so much stronger, and it was just so good to see each other finally again. And maybe I just put some videos in here because it just makes my heart go bad. So after my parents left, I jumped straight into my work routine, and I realized that something just didn't feel 100% aligned with how I want my life to look like, because I'm like really into like living my best life and figuring out what it is that I actually want. And I mean, starting my own business is something I always wanted to do, but I think I got so caught up in like the daily life and getting my stuff done that I needed to take a step back and reflect on like, where do I want to go? Where does this whole business go? Or is it actually like, is that what I want forever? So I love what I do on JLS social media. I love helping businesses to scale their business on Instagram. I love to connect with other people, with other business owners. But something that I really, really, really love is creating content, inspiring others to go and follow their dreams. And I realized, because I worked so much in my business, that I kind of stopped doing it as much as I would like to do it. And yeah, so that's like something excited. That's something exciting that has happened. I make the time to work on like figure out what it is that I want. And so one of my favorite ways to consume content is via podcast. And so I decided to do my own podcast. So if you don't know yet, if you always see it on YouTube and not following me on Instagram, I launched my own podcast. Launched. Jules always says I just say it wrong, so now I'm confused. Anyway, I published my own podcast. I feel like holding my coffee the whole time. I can't really use both of my hands, so just give me a second. So I launched my own podcast, and it's called The Girl That Went For It podcast, because I want to be the girl. I always wanted to be the girl that went for it, that did it, and I had it in my Instagram bio for a slogan. I don't know if you say that like that, but like a quote in my Instagram bio has been for a long time, the girl that went for it. And I knew like this quote like means so much to me, because I think I put it in my Instagram bio after my first trip to New Zealand, and I always wanted to go back. And I think this quote really got me to where I am today, because I didn't just want to be the person that said, oh, I'm going to do this and that. I really wanted to be that person. So I wanted to make sure that I don't only like make promises, I keep them to myself. And the promises that we make to ourselves are like, if you don't hold the promises you make with yourself, is that how you say it? You make to yourself. If you don't keep them, like, how can you trust yourself? Or how can you, like, the promises you make to yourself are the most important promises. So I always say it like, I'm gonna do it. I want to be the girl that went for it. And so yeah, that's my new podcast. It's my new baby. Well, there's another baby, but that happened in the last few months. So if you're keen to listen to my podcast, check out the link below. And now we move on to my next baby, which I am so excited to share with you guys. I launched my own online course. And in my online course, I share all the tools that I use to live my best life, to live a life in alignment with myself, to become the best version of myself, and as I just said, to make promises to myself that I'm gonna keep, and to make sure I get where I want to be. So yes, so my online course has 4 modules with 2 video lessons each. We have an intro, an outro, and a bonus track. And in each module you will also find a worksheet with journal prompts. You can either do them online, like on the PDF, or you can print the worksheets. And yeah, I'm just so excited to got it out there. It's online now and it's available in German and English, so if you prefer German you can click on the other link. I'll take them also down below. And it just means like so much to me, like sharing these things with you. I worked on the workshop over the last year, so I started in April last year, and I kind of took my time with it because it was my passion, or still is my passion project, and I really wanted to take my time. I didn't want to rush creating this online course, and yeah, now it is online. So yeah, if you want to learn how to live your best life, how to follow your dream, how to live a life in alignment with yourself and your core values, then this course is for you. Just check out the link in the description, and feel free to ask me anything in this video or on Instagram or wherever you want to get in touch. Also, just keeping it real here, it looks like I got my life together wearing this nice blouse. Well, I'm wearing my pajama pants because you can't see them when I sit down, so just keeping it real here. Okay, I have some more exciting news. So Jules and I are going to Europe, and we will be going, or I go first to visit friends and family in Germany. So I'll be going 2 weeks before Jules joins, because I haven't seen like the rest of my family. Like I saw my parents while they were here, but the rest of my family, I haven't seen them in almost 4 years, and it's just so insane. But like one thing I don't know, I'm just gonna share my feelings about going to Europe, or going back home. I mean, my home is here now, but going back to where I grew up. Because I think one thing is I'm kind of like excited, but I also don't want to get too excited because so much has happened. Like there was a lockdown, so I couldn't leave the country and go back and stuff like that. Then we had like the cyclone here in New Zealand, where you can take flights and all of these things. So I don't want to get too excited, but I know that this is not the right headspace, or like the right thoughts to have. But I'm just gonna be honest with you, I don't want to get too excited. My other fear is, and this is me overthinking, but I remember back in I was planning to go and visit my family around Easter, and I'm so glad I didn't do, because if I had left New Zealand at that time, I wouldn't have been, is that the right way to say it, wouldn't have been able to go back in the country, like get back into the country, because they had locked down. So I know that this is history and it's not going to happen again, but still I have this weird feeling of going to Germany, and what if I can't get back into the country? It's also, again, stupid, I know, and I tell myself, because I now have the residency visa, I have the partner residency, so it would be weird if they wouldn't let me back into the country. But it's just like things that I'm a bit scared of, because so much has happened in the last years, and so much can happen without us knowing, like, you know what I mean, like, so unpredictable. So that's just some things that I shouldn't think so much about, and just I'm like overthinking this, but I just thought I'd share these thoughts with you because maybe you have the same. Yeah, and other than that, I'm excited to see friends and family again. I think also it will be so weird going back. I feel like it's gonna feel like traveling back in time to my old me, to my old life, because I have like a whole new life here in New Zealand, and it's just gonna be like, I don't know, it's just gonna be so weird going back to where I grew up, and I haven't been there in so long. I think it would have been different if I could, like in the past, could visit every year, but because I haven't been there in so long, it's gonna feel like going back in time. But I'm like so excited to see my grandmas again. Like honestly, I want to spend so much time with them. And then of course I'm excited for Jules to meet my family. Excited to see my friends again, and you're gonna laugh, but it's like a thing Melissa and I do. So Melissa and I decided to, maybe you heard, is it I can't say the word mermaid? Little Mermaid? The movie comes out, and Melissa and I always went to Disney movies. I'm gonna watch The Little Mermaid. I feel like my English is really all over the show right now because I did a voice message in German just before and my brain is just like whew. Anyway, so that's something exciting. It's gonna happen soon. In 7 weeks I'm gonna travel to Germany, and then Jules is gonna join me for another week in Germany, and then we're gonna go to Croatia and Greece and the Netherlands, which I'm super excited about. It's so weird because I love New Zealand, but not being able to leave the country for so long, I'm like really looking forward to leave the country, like to go and travel into different countries. And I'm so glad that I can work from anywhere, but I also want to make sure that I pre-work a lot so I can really take time off. That's something I had to learn in the last year too, to take a holiday, because when you work for someone else you have time off and you don't have to worry about work, right? So that's something I had to learn, to really take like a whole week off. I think over the last year I can kind of count how many days or like how many weeks I took off. Like, you know, I don't know how many weeks can you usually take off when you like work for someone, maybe 4 weeks in total. I definitely didn't take 4 weeks off, maybe like 2 in total. Then of course my parents were here, but I worked so much, like probably 80 hours a week before they arrived in New Zealand, so I could take time off then. Yeah, but anyway, that's my update. Woo! Thank you for watching, and feel free to like ask any questions, what you want to know about my life, what's been happening. I just tried to give you a big update here about the last months, and just wanted to say hi and thank you for still following me here. And I'll try to do this more often. I feel like I say this every time, but yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.